in terms of regular season games, Sarah, how does that sort of sit for you? Everything, atmosphere, results, enjoyment.
Yeah, obviously just to play in the first ever Showdown is like obviously an honour, and it was amazing to play at Adelaide Oval. Every time we play there, we love it. Even to do your captain's run or train at Adelaide Oval, for the girls who have never even been on the oval before, it was amazing for them. And then obviously for them to go out there and they've never experienced it before, it was amazing to be a part of it.
And I was going to say 9 consecutive quarters now where you haven't conceded a goal. I mean, it's a remarkable run. How much satisfaction does that give you and the rest of the team? Yeah,
obviously, playing in defence, it's awesome, and to, we work together as a unit, and so we really pride ourselves on, doing our best as a team defensively. But obviously, we bring the pressure, and that's the goal, is to, really bring the most pressure we can, and we're always happy when we work together as a unit.
You guys are aware of, conscious of that 9 quarters now? Like, is that a thing that, you'll come in at quarter time and go, that's 10? Like, is it a big thing for you guys now?
No, that's actually the first time I've heard about it. So, obviously we literally just take it a game by game and don't look into stuff like that too much. Obviously, we get told, obviously how well we're going as a unit, but we generally just go out there and do our thing. And if stuff like that happens, it's a bonus. But we really focus on the basics as a team. So we don't usually focus on the end product too much. It's just doing the basics right, and that usually is results like that.
What do you think is working so that you have been, as a team, so difficult to score against for so long now?
I think we just have really prided ourselves on that defensive pressure, and it actually it's not just our defence, it comes from up the ground, and it's that tackling pressure. It's starting with sometimes the forward pressure. They're tackling, they pride themselves on not only kicking goals, but bringing the most fierce pressure a forward line can bring, and then you have our mids who are the hardest workers, and they just bring that pressure, and that allows us to, it's a lot easier to defend when the pressure's up the ground than when the ball's coming in all the time.
With Chelsea pushing up the ground a lot more this year, have you sort of taken on a different role or more of an ownership of the back line?
Not really too much, like just one person owns it. We work together. Obviously there's players like MJ, who's been around a long time, but then obviously with Chelsea Bedell and Showdown Allan, they always play their role and are taking their games to another level. So I think that's, when I refer to that unit, like we've just all worked together, and that's what we focus on. But obviously Chelsea moving up the ground, that's been amazing as well. And like her game on the weekend was just like that goal. I still like replay that snap, the first goal. That was just amazing, and I think that just started it for us, and that's what a captain does. They lead from the front.
You see her doing that and go, oh geez, maybe at some point in my life I'm going to push up the ground.
Yeah, it'd be nice to kick a goal, but and to kick one like that would be amazing. But it obviously just playing my role, and obviously from defence I get to watch those goals. But yeah, that was definitely a highlight.
You're playing some breathtaking footy at the moment, 5 weeks in a row. Do you feel like though there's still improvement in the group?
Yeah, like we pride ourselves on always getting better, learning from what we don't do wrong, and that's something really Doc pushes us for as well, is that we can always get better, and that's how you're going to play better in finals, is even if you're winning, there's still things you can learn and get better at, and I think that's something we do well, and we continue to need to do it better, and the competition is just getting better every year, and you have to keep evolving.
I'll go. What about, are you someone that looks at the ladder much, and such a short season, knowing exactly what your little run has led you to and where it could lead you to?
Not like, I'm not too much into it, but obviously you just hear when people go, oh, you're this on the ladder and that type of thing, and obviously when we've won games by more, you're happy with your percentage and that type of thing, and especially in our competition, that percentage is important at the end of the day. So that's certain things you hear, but not something I personally focus on a lot. But we always have goals on how many games you need to win and that type of thing to make finals. But again, that's something we don't focus on, because we focus on the little things and the basics and just doing what we need to do, because if you focus too much on the wins and that, you can kind of get caught up in that a bit too much.
You sort of answered, but on the percentage thing there, in such a short season, like, is it talked about more than it would be otherwise when you come in at 3/4 time or something, like, we really need to make sure they don't score, let's be ruthless type stuff, because it means a lot more?
Yeah. Technically, yes, but we actually don't talk about stuff like that. I probably mentioned it before. We just focus on the little things. So I think sometimes if you focus on the end result, generally don't do as well. So we focus on the process and the little things. And yeah, it's not something. Well, it is a goal. Obviously, you want them to kick the least amount of goals as possible. And so that's what we really just obviously try and limit their score as much as possible.
Beautiful.
That's good. I'll ask one more, actually.
Yeah, that's all good.
On your own form, do you feel like you are at the peak of your powers in your career at the moment?
For me personally, I probably just focus on playing my role, especially obviously the last few weeks the ball's been in our forward half, which when you want to win, that's what you want, and that's a part of playing obviously in defence. I just got to play my role when it comes in. I might have to play on a certain player, and that's all I have to do. So I'm happy, with how the team's going, but obviously if you're playing your role as well, it's good, and that's just what I need to continue to do.
You're allowed to be happy with it.
Yeah.
You've been playing well.
I'm happy,
Outside sitting there watching, like you stand head and shoulders above a lot of weeks.
I've just, obviously I think I just love playing with the team. Like I mentioned, like if I can watch players like Chelsea kick goals like that, obviously all the other forwards, we're kicking, some goals this year that are I think we're just taking the game to another level, but that's obviously, can't just focus on that. We've got to take it, continue to get better every week, but it's fun playing in this team, and just to play your role each week is what I aim to do.